You guys think? Because I mean, we've had that stone that the Alistair gave us. You don't think that he's been just eavesdropping on us this whole time?
Guards, seize them.
Okay.
After them! No. We got what we came for. Where'd that little fucker go? Look, Patchwork said that it's not even important that we get this one, so just leave it. Yeah, you're right.
Internally, Poi-Poi takes offense to that.
You think they still got sandwiches in the cafeteria? There's only one way to find out. And then the two guards that would have been pursuing you are walking over to the cafeteria. You are hiding inside of a water-filled barrel. It is raining. It is thundering. There's no wind, but you know.
So far, Poi-Poi has only taken damage to their pride. Okay.
And then you see your friends are hoods over their heads, all being taken out of this, taken out of the forge, and sort of led down towards the guard barracks with Patchwork very close behind, a stone in his hand that he appears to be speaking into.
Okay. Fucking... It's always me who has to take care of these guys, isn't it? Fucking... First and foremost, I think we have not had this we have not had any confirmation of this yet, but Poi-Poi figures that it's suspicious enough, is going to take the sending stone from Alistair and try their best with under the cover of the rain and thunder. Try their best to just chuck it and have it shatter against the wall.
Okay.
If I can.
Roll me strength. I'm gonna say you don't have to roll stealth. You already increased your stealth because you hid so well anyways.
Yeah.
So you don't have to roll stealth. We'll still count it as your stealth roll from before. So raining, it's thundering, nobody's gonna hear you. Throw the rock.
Okay. Well, that's an 11 minus 3.
You toss the rock, it collides with the, thunks on the wood, and then just sort of falls down. When it impacts the wall, it sort of glows blue, falls, glows blue, then the tumble, it glows blue. This is a descriptor for what's going on.
I'll just pick it up and I'll chuck it in the rain barrel and put the lid on.
You see it's glowing blue, and then it sort of keeps flickering, glowing blue.
Yeah.
At the bottom of
Alistair, if you are innocent, I am sorry. And then I'm gonna pop my hood up and duck off. How big is the city again?
It's sort of mid-range, maybe.
Oh, right, because it's a fort.
Yeah, it's a military fort. There's a lot of civilians here for some reason. But
okay.
Yeah.
First.
Oh, and I should say it is also getting closer to night, so night is encroaching.
Poi-Poi is really wishing that they had thought fast enough to take to rip one of the soulstone amulets off their friends. Because that would be really, really useful.
Because of your wild magic.
But they do know where to get a soulstone.
That is true. That is true.
Uh-huh.
I will say, even though the guards aren't actively looking for you,
Yeah,
you
I
should
have to
still
be
know
careful.
that, yeah, they're still going to be on high alert.
So Poi-Poi's first destination is if there's a general goods store, or more specifically, a clothing store.
There is, however, it wasn't going to be open until tomorrow morning. That was
Okay.
that was from last session.
Okay. I am going to look for a short homeless person.
I will say you guys already saw all of the like civilians being ushered into this like a civilians barracks, almost like a shelter because of the rain and the thunder. So
Right.
I don't know if you would, or I don't think just off the top of my head that you would be able to even see anybody out on the street right now apart from guards. But you can certainly roll for it, and if you get a high enough roll where I can't really argue with it, then I'll give you a short homeless person. Otherwise, you're gonna have
Okay.
to do some more digging.
Investigation roll.
Yeah, roll investigation. So for this one, I'm gonna say probably. Oh, I'm guessing that's not a 17 or higher.
17 or higher? No. No, that is a 9.
Right. So.
So my
just
pity points would not bring that up to a 17. So
yeah. So. Yeah, you still got 5 pity points though.
I do. No
Still
more
have-
than that.
No more than that.
And I lose 1 point of investigation. That's fine. I wasn't too attached to my investigation. Okay. Okay, I'm just gonna.
Yes.
It probably doesn't look that much different, but Poi-Poi's just gonna take the cloak off and reverse it. It looks like slightly different.
What was the like interior? I think of the interior. I think Alice always drew it as black. So now instead of
Okay.
a brown cloak, you've got a brown cloak with a black interior. You've got a black cloak with a brown interior, and like the
That's fine.
lining on the edges of
That's
the
probably
cloak are
better
brown.
for the night camo.
Yeah.
Okay. The guards are looking for me. Maybe no, because there's gonna be guards in the civilian barracks. So they're gonna spot me out. Okay. A clothing store or a general goods store may not be open, but I would know where one is.
Yes, you saw one on your way into town.
I'm gonna go there.
All right, go there. I want you to roll stealth with advantage.
Okay. Because I'm already
Yeah, because you're moving
cloaked
out. Yeah, you're
by
cloaked.
the
You're
night
moving
and
around
the rain.
outside, and also you
Okay.
flipped your cloak inside out. So
Oh
what is it?
Can I okay, what's on the die is a natural 1 and a 19.
Wait, what?
Oh, you said advantage, right?
Yeah.
On my 2 dice, I have a natural 1 and a 19. So
Congratulations.
that's a 22.
You are very, very hidden.
Great.
You're very, very hidden. You're walking out, and we'll say that the sun is now. It's getting into the dusk hours.
Okay. So it's about to become darker.
It's about to become darker. Yeah. There are
Great.
still
Perfect.
there's a lot of guards hanging around, especially over by Patchwork. You don't see your friends anymore. And it looks like the whole mess with like the ambush and everything, it looks like that took all the guards' attention. Plus, Korath running around. they were completely distracted. So there are not a single guard on your path to
Okay.
the general goods store.
Great. Perfect.
So yeah,
I'm going to the general goods store.
you are now. Roll me perception, actually, really quick.
Okay. I will acquire perception if I succeed. That is a 15.
Okay. You notice. Do you remember those little, very short, only Alanian height people could see the little scribes?
Those, yes.
You have a little tiny. Well, now you know that it's an ancient rune, inscribbled in the handwriting of an Alanian. Sort of low.
Like one of those arrow paths?
Not one of those arrow paths, just sort of a marker. You don't know exactly what it means yet, but here, I can actually draw it out for you. I unfortunately can't draw it out for anyone else, but it looks like that. Little blob, 2 underlines underneath it, and then 3 circles around the blob. Looks like that. But it is very distinctive, very, very similar to the symbols that you saw before.
Is this like right outside the animal goods shop?
For the sake of simplicity, we'll say yes, it is, but it's on the building next to it. So it's...
You said this is ancient. Or it looks old, yeah?
I'm just saying because the Alanian written language is the ancient language, or it's a derivative of the ancient language. So, not that old.
So do I think this writing is...
This writing would have been, we'll say... Actually, if you want to roll perception for me, really quick, I can give you more
I'll just put on the
information.
peeper.
Oh, yeah. Pop on the peeper. When you pop on the peeper, you see... hang on, where is... Oh, here you are. You pop on the peeper and see Northwatch isn't there. You're currently standing in the middle of a path.
Great. Okay. Well, at least that confirmed that it wasn't there.
Yeah, it confirmed it. Confirmed it.
Okay.
It's been there for at least as long as...
Northwatch.
Yeah. At most as long as Northwatch has been there, which now you know is sometime within the last 50 years.
So that could mean that either this building is an Alanian safe haven, or it was an Alanian safe haven 30 years ago. And is right now just someone's building. I feel like I want the change of clothes first. Nah, we're gonna go into this other building.
Oh, you're going into the building with the mark on it?
Yeah, does this... or I'm gonna see if there's, like, near the mark, if there's any Alanian Height secret entrances.
You see, next to the mark, there is a large crate, and behind the crate, there is a vent.
Perfect.
That you can
I'll go into the vent.
The vent has hinges, very conveniently lifts up. When you duck down through, you find yourself in an underground sort of crawl space area. There are... there's seems to be just a lot of junk in here, like boxes of random things, lots and lots of like the same shelves that Lillian had. Not to say that there's any relation to Lillian, but just that they both buy their shelves from the same people. Lots and lots of dust. So nobody's been down here in a very long time.
Okay. It looks like sort of similar to Valentine's hideout that I found before, I'm guessing.
This is a full person, like a normal
Oh.
person height. So this is just you are in a basement.
Oh, this is just someone's basement.
This is a basement, yeah. And the building that you're in is not close to where the officers' houses were. This building is closer to the front entrance of Northwatch, where you guys came into, next to the general goods store. So this is like a more industrial building, an industrial building that happens to have a basement.
Can I find any more Alanian symbols?
Roll me investigation.
Okay. That is a 14.
Okay. As you hop down onto the ground from the not vent window, we'll say it's like one of those windows that open.
Oh,
Yeah.
the basement window.
Yeah, the basement window. I used the wrong word originally. So as you hop down, sort of hop onto a desk, and you're on the floor, you see there is in fact an arrow. It's one of those
Like familiar arrow.
like familiar arrow. Just very small, inscribed into the wall beneath a desk where no, we'll say, medium height creature or larger would be able to notice. And in following these, you are led to a. This time, it is actually the vent that I mistake this for. So it leads you to a vent next to some stairs. And I'm just going to say right now, through this vent, if you were to like lean your head in and look through, you can in fact see this looks a lot like a Valentine's, like one of Valentine's hideouts. They just sort of set it up in this area. And I need to look at something really quick while we're doing this. So you can so you enter this hideout, and we're just gonna switch it to music because I think it's cool.
It is cool. Okay, I dropped down into the Valentine-esque hideout.
Mm-hmm.
Not immediately assuming it's Valentine. Probably Valentine's. I'm dropping in.
Mm-hmm. Oops.
Do I see a layer of dust over the stuff in here?
You do. There is some stuff's more dusty than others. There's a bookshelf with a lot of stuff that's super dusty. There's some cobwebs around, but the majority of what you see are maps and trade routes. Specifically, there's a map pinned up to the wall right now that looks to be a map of Northwatch while it was still being constructed.
Mm-hmm. I'll take a closer look at that map.
You see that one of the first buildings that were constructed, which makes sense, was the guard barracks, and specifically, it was intended as a POW camp, which is what Northwatch itself was apparently intended to be. Just going off of the sort of notes taken all over this map.
Mm-hmm.
So the guard barracks, the actual jail cells are sitting at a lower level, the same as this basement. So now you see that the guard barracks themselves are sat on top of this like 2-story basement, basically. And your friends are probably in the very lowest level, where the sort of quote-unquote solitary confinement level.
Okay. Poi-Poi's just gonna cross their fingers and be like, come on, Edgewalkers! And I'm gonna see if, because I'm already at a lower level under the ground, I'm gonna see if there's any tunnels that go, if there's any other tunnels hidden in the wall that goes roughly in the direction of the guard barracks.
It looks like one was started, but it was not
Started.
completed by the time that whoever it was here left.
Do I see digging tools?
There are no digging tools around, no.
God. That would be... God, I'm too weak for that. I can't dig a whole tunnel.
Yeah, and considering... So on the map you can see you're at one entrance. They are all, like the guard barracks are all the way on the other side of Northwatch, is where your friends are most likely being held.
Poi-Poi has a bit of a... Interesting. Poi-Poi has a potential epiphany.
Mm-hmm.
And I have a potential rules lawyering.
Uh-huh. You know how
I don't
much
think
I
it's
like
even rules lawyering. I think it's probably just... It might just be possible.
Mm-hmm.
You've stated at one point that spells cast... Oh, wait, except I can't... Or can I? Sorry, give me a second. I'm opening up the rulebook.
That's a good thing.
Claws and claws, TTRPGs.
I'm still editing it, so if there's anything like specific that you need to ask.
Yeah, I'll see.
For the most part, it's the same. Magic is gonna stay pretty much the same.
No, because our tier is just 20%. Damn it. Okay, then I'll at least say the question going through Poi-Poi's mind is what is the extent of the pass-through spell? Because if we have a tunnel here that was started towards the prison, pass-through lets you walk through a solid surface.
Yes. Or lets you walk through a solid wall, yeah. Now you're testing
or
the
tree, apparently.
Or a tree, yeah.
For the curious, yeah.
For
Do you think I would not be able to use pass through to zip down this tunnel and phase into the prison cell?
Yeah, I don't. Unless you have really, really good aim. Because you would have to know.
I've got lucky guess.
Well, even with lucky guess, there's really no information that you're going on because you're going off of. You do have a really old map. I'll give you that. You have a really old map. But there's really not much going for you. So the way that pass through would work is you'd have to like walk through. So you could very easily end up accidentally like swaying from the path and ending up locked in an underground tunnel or something like that.
That would get me closer.
If pass through works that way, the way I had initially envisioned it, but you're right, I didn't specifically write it down, is you can use it to pass through walls or objects of a certain width.
Right. Okay.
You know.
Can I keep arguing for this, or do you want to just canonize that and tell me to leave it alone?
Let's canonize that. Let's canonize that. We'll say Poi-Poi's like, I don't really want to get locked in stone.
If I get a big elastic rubber band, I can slingshot myself.
That is a very Poi-Poi thing to do, actually.
Okay. not strong enough to build a tunnel, not magically powerful enough to phase all the way over.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, if you wanted to cast it as a 6th or 7th tier, then, you know.
I can't. So, I can't do that. Yeah. Yeah, I forgot Pass-Through is already a 3rd tier spell.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine. Poi-Poi's specialty is not something. Being slippery, I guess.
That is fair.
So we're just gonna stick to that. And Poi-Poi's just gonna go, okay, back to plan A. Is going to search this little Alanian headquarters for any like extra supplies, lockpicks, gloves.
Okay.
A mask would be awesome.
Do me a favor, roll investigation.
Okay. Shoot. That.
This one's
That
going
is
to
a-
be an easy investigation, so...
Oh, okay. Like a 13?
13, yeah.
Okay. So that is a 10. I will add 3 pity points.
Okay. Congratulations. In this room, you find a... It seems like they sort of cleared out at most of anything useful, but they cleared out in a hurry for one reason or another. So they ended up leaving quite a few tools, actually. You find a like a chisel, like hammer and chisel type chisel.
Okay.
You also find we'll say,
Do I find a hammer or just a chisel?
you find the chisel.
Okay.
You find the chisel. You find a what's the thing with arrows called? Quiver. You find a quiver of 5 arrows.
Okay.
As well, you find a mask.
Okay.
It is a white mask, like Valentine's, but not exactly like Valentine's mask. So it's up to interpretation, but it is a white mask with no lettering on it. On the inside of the mask is a single name, sort of inscribed in the middle. And that name is Sarah.
Sarah?
Sera.
What? What?
What? What's up?
Holy fuck! as I just like flop down onto the ground in a little crisscross applesauce. Like, Mom? I just hugged the mask for a second. Okay. Friends first, crisis later. And I put the mask on.
It is a perfect fit.
I'm gonna cry. So I guess I'll write down my mom's mask. Or I guess it could technically be a different Sarah, but narratively that would be kind of disappointing.
Yeah, I'm just gonna make it some other Sarah.
Some other Sarah.
Yeah. It actually, the inscriptions, it actually says Sarah, quote unquote, or Sarah, then underneath it, it says parentheses, this is Poi-Poi's mom. Or no,
That's
it's
funny.
Sarah, parentheses, your mom.
No, you know what it is? I look over I look over, and on the table there's a small satchel that is full of loose grain. Like, it is my mom.
You know what? That's even better. I'm gonna give it to you. There's a small sack of barley.
All right, a resupply.
You resupply your barley. Amazing. Amazing. Hey, you don't have to keep it in your pockets anymore. You got a small sack.
You're right. I got a small satchel of barley and lentils now.
Yeah, there you go.
Dang, she's so smart. Poi-Poi is trying not to have a nerd panic that their mom was also an edgewalker, and like not like the secluded edgewalkers, but like the cool super spy Valentine type edgewalkers.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Yeah, she hasn't been here in a while, but you are currently in your mom's cache, or at least one of them.
Okay. So now I have the mask, black cloak.
Yep. You look kind of like a ghost, actually, just a little bit, because it's just this white mask and then, like, black cloak. In the pitch blackness, all you'd see is the white mask.
That's funny. Maybe I can use that.
Maybe that's the intention.
Okay. Also poetic that she uses a bow. Basically the grown-up version of a slingshot, you motherfucker. Anyway. I don't take the arrows because they're useless to me.
Uh-huh.
Okay. And we'll take the arrow.
You take the arrows.
I'll take the quiver.
All right, you get a quiver of 5 arrows.
Because of the sentimental value.
Right.
This does not mean that we are going to have a cool transitionary moment where Poi-Poi switches to a bow and arrow. That's not happening.
Right, of course.
Of course not.
Of course not.
Even though a bow and arrow is basically a sling.
Right.
So I could probably just use the same stat that I've been using.
Right.
But
Well,
for
it would
a bow
probably
and arrow.
it'd probably do a bit more damage since, it pierces, but of course
Yeah,
you're not
of
going to
course.
switch. Not
But
going
I'm
to
not going to do that. Because why would I do that? Even though I could totally have a thing where Poi-Poi has like trick arrows, like Hawkeye, because that's effectively what I was doing with the slingshot. Which even though the slingshot doesn't really do a lot of damage.
Right.
But I've got like these trick slingshot ammo.
Mm-hmm.
But I could do the same thing with like a bow and arrow.
Right.
Like attach a vial of acid to the end of a bow and arrow, or to like the end of an arrow.
Right.
But I'm not going to do that.
Of course not.
Poetically following in the footsteps of my freedom fighter mother.
Right. I imagine this is all happening inside of Poi-Poi's head too.
Yeah.
This entire
Poi-Poi
dialogue.
actively engages with the narrative.
Right. Right.
and critiques it. Like, damn, whoever's writing this story fucking sucks. Which is a roast to you and me.
I love it.
So thanks, Poi-Poi. Anyway. If there's a pair of gloves, I'd like to pick that up too.
We'll say yeah. There's a pair of these like sort of half fingerless, kind of aviator gloves type thing. Yeah.
Okay.
Black leather, very grippy.
All right. Shake the dust out of everything, and now I'm geared up. Kinda. My outfit's the same, but... Listen, it's not like there's many other Alanians anyway, so they would be able to spot me.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll just. I'm probably still gonna rob the general store.
Which is
So I'll
fair.
just grab like a. So I'll just grab like a scarf or something while I'm in there, so I can cover up a little more.
Which is fair.
Okay. Let's cut to me robbing the convenience store. Not the convenience store.
Okay.
This episode, Poi Poi robs a 7-Eleven.
Ay, caramba. And you're outside again. Well, let's say you're sort of opening the window out of the basement when you hear, God fucking damn it, kicking. You hear someone kicking a rock.
I peer over as a guard.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'll just sink into the shadows and watch him for a bit.
Okay.
See if he says anything else or if he's doing anything.
God, it's set to watch the stupid freaking general goods store. It's not even open right now. It's fucking raining. Fucking hate this gig. Stupid mom telling me to go and become a soldier and make something good of myself. Yeah, look at me now, Mom. I'm a big hero. Yeah.
He seems sufficiently occupied, so I'm going to take the back entrance.
You know what? Sure, there's a back entrance.
Do I need to pick the lock?
Yeah, I'm gonna want you to pick the lock.
Okay. Rolling to pick said lock. I don't do that.
Okay. Did you break a lock pick?
Yes, I think
Okay.
so.
Yeah.
This is not the time for me to be rolling poorly, but thanks for the pity points. No shit.
And it is very, very wet out right now. Do me a what do
Okay.
you... Oh,
Wait,
hello. What's up?
what were you gonna say?
No, I want to hear what you're saying first. You said fuck it.
20% rounded down of 7 HP is 1 hit point.
Uh-huh. Right.
So
right,
I'm gonna
because
cast pass through.
you have that in your...
I have that in my grimoire.
All right. Well, shoot.
So 1 hit point to walk through the door.
Okay. Hang on. Where is... Here it is.
Ooh.
And then you step through the door,
Okay.
leaving, of course, your smoky, ashy trail behind you. And
I'll
congratulations,
dust
you're now...
off with my cloak.
You're now
It's raining
inside...
outside.
Yeah, you are now inside of the general goods store. Congratulations.
Great.
It seems. Well, you're in the back room right now. There is a lot of empty shelves. There's a couple boxes. The majority of what you see back here is. Well, the most prevalent thing you see is there is a table with a single chair at it, a couple stones. You can reasonably conclude that they're like sending stones or one of those hologram stone things, as well as a lot of these, like, they're hard to describe. They're like these like rectangular notes, we'll say, little slips of paper.
I'll read one of them.
It says on it, by decree of His Majesty the King, and 100 coin or 100 gold note.
Oh, it's a check. Okay.
Yeah, it's a bill. And on the bill it says that it's worth 100 gold.
Got it. I leave it.
Sounds
Because I
good.
don't know who the shopkeeper is, and they might need them.
Sounds good. Sounds good.
And I'm gonna rob them.
Of other things.
Of other things.
You step out into the step out through the door into the main area. You see the guard that is standing outside. The blinds are half closed, but you can see them plain as day, sort of standing outside underneath a light. The store is mostly empty. It is. There's well, it seems for good reason that they closed that day because it's basically nil.
Okay.
So what is it specifically that you're looking for?
Gotta go for the unlikely ones first. Fixative.
You would not find any fixative here.
Lockpicks.
You would be more likely to find lockpicks in the forge. But you can roll for them here, but it wouldn't be on display.
Sure. I don't think I would really be searching the front area anyway. I think I would probably stay in the back where
Oh,
I assume
right.
the inventory is.
Right. Well, there's only a couple boxes.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, migrate around.
Yeah, you can take one of the boxes down from the shelf. It's a lot of well, I say lot of. We'll call it two empty like spittle jars, and one of the collector's cards again.
Yeah.
And the other one is just like any other one we'll just call it garbage.
Okay. Okay, here's my shopping list.
Okay.
Metal wire.
Metal wire.
Mm-hmm.
Well, they aren't selling any metal wire, but the shelves are metal wire shelves.
What do you mean by that?
I mean, like they're made of like woven metal wire, like
Oh,
like the sort of grates. So the shelves that they have are metal.
Would it be, if I were to disassemble the shelf, would it be like pliable thin wire?
No, it would be like metal rods,
Okay.
like thin metal rods. You could probably bend them, but not that pliable.
Okay. Caltrops. Assuming probably that might be a no. So counter option jacks? Like for like gaming jacks, either caltrops or the jacks that you would throw as like a if you were playing a game with them.
You find by the front of the store, there is a small section with children's games. It doesn't seem like there's a lot of children here, so this is a pretty well-stocked section because nobody buys anything. And there, in fact, you do find a metal Jack's kit.
Great. You said it's locked, right?
Yes, it is.
I'll take a couple of those, leave the balls behind, and just take all the metal jacks. And
Okay.
I'm just gonna call that. I just take a few of them, take all the balls out, put them in their own bag, put it back, wipe off the label, and just write out bag of balls.
Well, I mean, it's just marbles.
Oh, I want the marbles too. Who am I kidding? I'm taking them.
I don't actually know how jacks are played, but I'm pretty sure that you toss the ball up in the air and grab as many as you can. Or what
Yeah.
is it? Yeah.
Yeah, that's the one. Okay. Perfect. Let me think. What else would a kids section have? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
There may not be wire, but can I find thread? Like twine.
I just rolled a nat 20 in your favor.
Hmm.
Actually, as a matter of fact, just on the other side, there's a whole aisle of various twines and ropes and everything. You know, it's a military base. They got to tie a lot of stuff down, and you
Sure.
know, it's easier to tie everything into a bushel than making a crate for everything.
Okay.
So they've actually got a lot of rope.
Okay. I'm gonna take a length of rope, and I'm also gonna take the thinnest twine that seems sturdy.
Okay. And we'll call it. You can find a 20-foot length of rope, and as for the twine, you can find 6 feet.
Okay.
So 6 feet of sturdy twine, 20 feet of rope.
And just to make it a little more sturdy, and I'm saying this now just so I don't have to waste time later. Just to make it extra sturdy, I'm going to coat the twine in latex.
Wait, are you making paracord?
Yeah.
You know what? Hell yeah! All
I
right.
couldn't find wire, so I'm trying to make the strongest, thinnest thread I can.
Sounds good. Sounds good. All right.
So
Congratulations. That's gonna take. We'll say that's gonna take a little bit. I want to say 6 feet of. How big was your jar again? Just like standard jar sized.
jar size jar.
Okay. Coating 6 feet of twine. It's negligible. I'm not even gonna have you take anything away from your jar of latex. And yeah, we'll call that. We'll call that congratulations. You've got now 6 feet of improvised paracord.
Great. I'll call that improvised paracord.
Hell yeah.
Okay, and I suppose I'll leave that to dry in the back while I'm gathering the rest of my supplies. Okay, what else could be useful? I don't suppose they have like healing potions?
No, it doesn't seem like they have any potions here.
Med kit, like a first aid kit.
Well, there is a hospital, so
True.
they wouldn't sell that here. Or they wouldn't have that
Right.
here.
They wouldn't have home kits.
They would not have home kits. This is a barracks,
Okay.
or this is a fort.
Probably don't want to rob a hospital. Morally, that feels odd. Okay. A tinderbox. Or just straight up matches.
I'm going to say no.
Okay. Trying to gather resources for a Poi-Poi plan is like trying to compose a rap out. You know? Does that make sense?
Because it's
like, I don't know what I'll need because I don't know what I'm gonna do. So I'm just trying to plot for any possible batshit thing I come up with down the line.
that's amazing. Actually, I kind of love that.
Okay. Oh, glue?
There is glue. There is
Perfect.
glue. There is, we'll call it 8 ounces of, we'll call it 8 ounces of tar glue. Like the sort of waterproofing glue that you'd put on the bottom of your boots.
Mm-hmm. This is the shopping episode for Poi-Poi.
Yep.
All
Poi-Poi plans a
stolen.
Poi-Poi plans a heist. Poi-Poi plans a breakout.
Poi-Poi plans a heist.
Poi-Poi plans a heist is the episode title.
Okay. I think it would be really funny if you posted this episode after the next episode. So like the next episode, I look all cool and I'm heisting and like, oh my God, there's Poi Poi. Oh, he broke all of us out. And then after that, you release the prequel episode where it's me fumbling to figure out what resources I
That is a great plan.
need.
Ay caramba.
Ah, okay. Ooh, okay. What else would a general store have?
It's not a very
Got
well
rope.
stocked one,
Except for the kids section.
except for the kids section. Kids section's got so much.
What do medieval kids like?
There's
Garlic with a face drawn on it?
there's wooden swords,
I just wouldn't. Hmm. Hmm. Hmm.
like wooden swords and shields and stuff, like toy stuff. Imagine kids living on a military base, right?
Yeah. I feel like I wouldn't. I feel like even a toy shield would still be some protection for Poi Poi.
That is fair.
So I'll take the wooden toy shield.
Okay, and let me scroll down. This one, you know what? This is like super poor. So we're gonna give you.
Sure.
I think I'm only gonna give you like 3 hit points on this shield.
So now my durability would be 12 plus 3.
Yes, or you would put it in armor, but only if you're
Yeah.
using the shield. It's a whole it's a thing. So you have a shield on you with a +3. If you take out the shield, you get the +3 on top.
Yeah, I'll be able to keep that in mind.
Okay, cool.
I'm not just adding it together. I'm actually writing it out as 12 plus 3. So I'll
Gotcha.
know.
That's smart.
I'll know
Smart.
what that means. Okay. What does a toy section have that could be useful in a heist? Marbles, of course.
Yeah, you got marbles. You got
Marbles
jacks.
and jacks.
Marbles and jacks.
Which are going to be in separate bags
separate bags.
for easy deployment
Mm-hmm.
for their unique purposes.
I think I already know what you would plan for this, so I'm not even going to tell you a quantity.
Improvised paracord.
And your improvised
Ah.
paracord. That's pretty fun. That's pretty cool. That is
Yeah.
very much in the spirit of Pause and Clause.
I can't. Okay. I'm gonna look around the store for powder. Any kind of powder.
Any
long
kind
as
of
it's-
powder.
Any kind of powder as long as it's white and it gets everywhere.
Okay. Roll me investigation, actually.
So it could be flour, could be like a makeup powder, could be a setting powder, yada yada
Right.
yada. 8 plus my investigation is 5 now. So that is a 13.
Congratulations. Let me roll for which one I want to get. You find they have actually powdered sugar.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm going to put that powdered sugar into individual little bags
Mm-hmm.
that I will cut out of something.
Sounds good.
And that is going to be a new slingshot ammunition. How many powdered sugar grenades can I get?
Let me roll. You got 4.
Got it. That will definitely be useful. I don't know. Okay. Um, yep, that's all I can come up with for
Exciting.
the general goods store. I think the rope was the main thing I needed. Probably. I don't know. We'll find out. The Jackson marbles are good too. And the glue will be helpful. Possible.
Heck yeah.
Okay. I leave the way I came in.
You can absolutely. Well, you would have to cast again.
Unlock. No, I unlocked the door.
Okay, fine. You unlock the door. I was going to be mean and be like, well, your lockpick broke inside the lock, but fine. Fine. All right. You leave. It is.
I'm gonna brush the back side of the door so that my imprint isn't left.
I'm
No,
gonna
pretty sure the
say
rain washed it away.
Yeah, the rain washed it away. So you're all good.
Okay. Who was it we were helping with the soul stones? And the gun?
That was Micron Fish.
Micron?
Yeah, that was Micron Fish and Daria the Varulv building the weapon.
Weapon.
Yeah, the weapon. They're I think I know I wrote it down somewhere, but I forgot to write it. Oh, I think it was the like hard light refractor or something like that. I don't
Yeah, something like that. Doesn't matter. I'm gonna go rob them.
Okay. Roll me stealth again, because in order to get over to them, you have to cross the street, and there is at least one guard that you see. I will allow you to roll stealth with advantage, though, because
I was waiting.
Yeah, because
I would have tried to do something, but I'll just take that advantage. Okay, great. That is a 21.
Okay.
And my stealth is back up to 5, baby.
You, the guard that's outside, stupid mom, and as he's kicking dirt, you run across and make it to the other side of the street, where you see the workshop still has its lights on. It is pitch black outside right now. There are certain like oil lamps like hanging as street lights, but it's pitch black for the most part, except for a couple places still got their lights on, including this workshop.
So the workshop lights are on, which implies that there's people inside.
Yes.
Is there a back entrance?
For this, what you saw when you were in there, no. There was only the front entrance. There are some windows, obviously because you can see the light through the window, but...
Right. Okay. And you said there were oil lamps outside?
Yes, there are oil lamps set up as streetlights.
Great. Sorry about this, Daria. You seemed okay. My confish get fucked, and I'm gonna cut an oil lamp so that it shatters to the ground and starts a fire.
Okay.
It's raining, so it shouldn't be too bad. But I want it to be. Ooh.
Okay.
Basically, I'm climbing up the post, cutting it, and then jumping up onto the roof and skittering around to be hidden.
Okay.
Because I want it to be loud.
Roll me dexterity, first and foremost.
Okay.
This is dexterity for. We'll say you have the grippy gloves now, so you can actually. We'll say that you can climb up the pole. This is for jumping and doing the whole skittering thing.
Got it.
So for that.
Fuck. So that is a 7.
Okay.
I can add 3 pity points.
You slice the oil lamp. It falls. It goes. Oil and fire everywhere. Everywhere, including splattered on the side of the building. As part of this, you hear a rustle inside, and when you hear the rustle inside, you're like, "All right, it's go time." You jump, reach out, and face plant into the mud beneath you.
I'm not sparing a moment because I fucked that up. So I'm immediately just gonna duck in the front door and try to hide under the first piece of furniture I can.
Okay. Okay. As you run out, as you're running in, you see the door swings open just before you get there. Micron Fish steps outside, looking over you, and you go between his legs and under a table. Micron Fish just rolled a nat 1.
Amazing. Okay, if I don't see Dahlia anywhere, do I see her? Do I see her anywhere? Is she following close behind?
Dahlia is not here.
Okay. Hopefully it's just him.
Him. Such disdain for Mr. Micron.
I'm going to close the door behind him and push the table against him.
Okay, you can close the door.
Well, I want to close it subtly.
Okay.
I want to make it look like he just knocked the furniture and it sort of got stuck.
Okay. So he runs out his side. He's like, shit! And then you hear him, or see him, because there's a window. You see him running across and like desperately like trying to get a bucket of water out of a trough. You close the door very slowly, as if the wind could do it. And we'll say, right, roll me. You want to push a table in front of it?
Probably not the table.
Yeah,
I might just want to lock it. Does it have the sort of... Is it like exclusively a deadbolt, or does it have a sort of lock where it looks like you could have just accidentally locked it before it closed?
It's got one of those beam things.
One of those beam thing.
Yeah, like
Well,
on,
it
like
could
on
realistically have fallen over. So I'll just...
That's true.
like in the rush. So I'll just close it.
Okay, so you push it very, very heavy, so it slams down.
Yeah.
And then you see Micron. Shut! He drops the bucket, runs back over, runs back, grabs the bucket, gets the water again, comes back, starts splashing the oil, starts like pushing on the door. Fuck!
Yeah, not wasting any time when he's doing that.
Okay,
by
so
the
Micron
way.
is Micron is freaking out.
And I'm going to skitter stealthily back towards the workshop.
Okay. You know what? He's not even in the room anymore, so I'm just gonna say congratulations. You skitter all the way.
It's clear?
It's clear. You skitter all the way back into the back of the workshop.
I look for the greater soul stone that we gave to them earlier.
It is currently. You saw the weapon being operated, right?
Yes.
Okay, so it is currently stuck in the port of the refractor gun.
Yeah. Okay. I got this. I'm going to pull it out.
I need you to roll strength for me. Actually, I need you to roll. I need you to make 2 rolls for me. I need you to roll perception, and I need you to roll strength.
Okay. Here's a question.
Uh-huh.
What would happen if I grabbed it, like firmly put my hands around it, and then I cast pass-through?
You don't have any specific place that you're going?
Through the gun.
You're casting it with the soul stone.
Yes. As if it were an item I was carrying.
I mean... feasibly, that would... Hang on.
I broke the GM! For the audience who can't see, he's making so many luck rolls right now. He does not know whether to give it to me.
Alright, you don't need to roll strength. I am going to need you to roll perception.
Okay. I will roll perception. That is a 15.
You note that the machine is on. And the on-off switch has been disconnected by Mr. Micron Fish. So apparently he was working on it. There is no way to turn this machine off. But it is on and it is being powered by that. It's not firing or anything, but it is being powered by the stone. Which actually I think the stone only has 25% left in it, but...
Okay, yeah, but it's still got energy in it, so it should recharge.
Right.
So are you implying that I might take damage by ripping this out? Is that what we're getting at, or that it's just going to be noticeable?
Without giving away too much, what do you think?
I think I'm wearing gloves, and I'm going for it.
Okay. Okay. So, you...
And
we need some music for this.
I think, and I can roll a dexterity for this, but I think with the risk that I might take damage from this thing, here's the course of events that's going to happen. So, imagine this bullet time scenario. I grab it, I begin pushing, I cast the pass-through spell. I fall. This is how Poi-Poi wants this to go. I fall through the gun. I let go. I just release the stone, and I flip my coat around, grabbing the top and bottom and catch it. Hopefully avoiding the damage from the discharge, and also dislodging it from the device.
Okay.
That's the ideal scenario.
Roll me dexterity.
Okay.
If that's what you're trying out.
That is what I'm trying out.
I do. I want some music for this.
Okay. Okay. That is a 9 plus 3 is a 12, and I have 4 pity points.
Give me 1 pity point.
Okay.
You see as you push the machine, or you push the stone through the machine, you fly back almost instantly as this massive, like bright blue, yellow, rainbowy green explosion. Like boom, 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 boom! Multiple explosions all at once. It's like a firework factory up in here. Everything is going crazy, and the explosions are not stopping. The machine is collapsing in on itself because you just pushed out its major
Okay.
major power source.
You know what?
So what are you
Poi-Poi
gonna do?
is okay with this, and this is what's happening now. Poi-Poi tucks the soul stone into their bag. Before the machine fully blows up, I'm taking out the depleted soul stones, and I'm shoving them into the port and running away out the window.
You will say glass shatters, and you look behind you as the entirety of the workshop boom, explodes into a fiery mushroom cloud inferno. You see, looking over, Micron Fish just collapses to his knees, and you don't know for sure, but you sort of see his face mouthing, "Not again."
I'm in the clear.
And you see,
And I destroyed a weapon of war.
and you destroyed a weapon of war.
Okay.
I'm still gonna have you take damage. You take 1 damage. You take 1 hit point
Okay.
of damage.
Okay.
That was a very lucky roll on the damage, actually.
Would that be to me or my armor?
That would be to your armor.
Okay.
Congratulations, you blew that up. Unfortunately, though, now there's a wave of guards running over. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, so
what
I'm
happened?
Ducking out.
Congratulations, you duck out.
Yeah, and I want to be very clear. I took the Greater Soul Stone. I left the depleted Soul Stones that I took earlier in its place.
So they think that everything just went wrong.
Yes.
Amazing. I love that. That is exciting.
You see, that's how it always goes. I just grab random shit, and then it might come in. It might be useful later.
As is the paws and claws way. Anything and everything
Yeah.
can be used.
Yes.
I was about to be like, buy the system today, but I don't even know if it's available
Okay.
yet.
And now I have a Greater Soul Stone.
Now you have
Which
a Greater
is-
Soul Stone.
What, 200% mana?
Yes.
Right now, 25.
Yes.
Okay.
Or yeah, is this a greater or is this a major soul stone?
That's up to
You
you, my
guys-
friend.
Right. It is a major soul stone, not a greater soul
Major.
stone. Sorry.
And is that still 200?
Yeah, it's still 200. Yeah. You
Okay.
got minor, major, greater.
And I'm gonna wait. I'm waiting for it to recharge. Perfect. That went great. Weirdly, that plan went exactly as I wanted it to. Well, and the explosion was like a nice touch. That was a bonus. Because I didn't like the fact they were building a soulstone weapon. So
I'm like I was like, if you touch that thing, there were ways to get it out without everything exploding. I'm kind of happy that you went the explosion route.
yeah, it worked out.
I love that visual so much.
I phase through the gun and everything blows up.
Yep. No, you see like back at the explosion site, there's still like this sort of like rainbowy film in the air. It's almost like, you know, like oil in a puddle of water. It's
Yeah.
like that sort of film, but in the air surrounding the explosion.
Yeah,
Sort
and
of
they
hanging
think
there.
that they think that the soul stone is gone.
Yep.
I'm a clever little amphibian.
It's pretty good. That's pretty good.
Okay. I suppose I will just try to. I'll actually return to my mom's base, my mom's old base of operations, and I will actually rest for a little bit. Not
Okay.
waiting through the whole night, but I just want to give the soul stone time to recharge and maybe patch myself up.
Okay. We will call this. Actually. Okay. So the Soul Stone recharges up to 35% since you're not sleeping, since it's not resting through an entire night.
Really?
Yeah.
Feels like the other soul stones recharge so fast.
Yes, because they are not a major one.
Hmm. Higher capacity, slow recharge.
Yes.
Got it. I don't know how much time I want to leave them
Yeah,
in there.
those ones are overnight. Or like soul stones recharge over the course of like say 12 hours. You're not going they recharge up to 100% in 12 hours, we'll say. So you would need 24 hours for 200%.
Uh-huh. Makes sense. I don't think there's a way to make it charge fast. um. Okay, can I patch myself up at least?
We'll say yeah, your bumps and scratches. The short rest, so you're only missing one hit point from your actual
Two.
hit points. Oh, two. You're missing
Because I
two
cast
from your
pass
health?
through twice.
Right. Okay. Do me a favor. Roll your hit die and have it, since we're gonna count this as a short rest.
I rolled a 6.
All right.
Perfect.
Congratulations. Yeah.
Sorry, I fully heal.
You fully feel.
Fully heal.
Fully feel.
God, how long can I rest? How long can I leave them in there?
That is entirely up to you. It is. We'll say it is now midnight.
Yeah, midnight seems like the best time to go after it. Plus, I feel like the moment I start going after it is when the session ends. I think I'll wait a little bit longer. Right? I'll just look even cooler because I'll be phasing through so many walls.
Yeah. So, Poi-Poi, what do you do now? You woke up in your mom's sort of hideaway in Northwatch.
Yeah.
Your friends are in jail.
They sure are.
You have a map of not the current city, but of the city when it was under construction, or of the town when it was under construction.
Mm-hmm.
And now you have a major soul stone.
I do have a major soul stone. Good question.
The good question of what are you doing now was a good
Yeah.
question. Right. Yeah.
What am I doing now is the good question.
Mm-hmm.
Do I take a full rest?
You can take a full rest. It'll just be morning.
Full rest heals me to max, right?
Yes.
Oh god, but it'll be morning. It won't
Yeah.
be night anymore.
You took a short rest and you healed back 3 hit points, but you only had
Oh yeah,
2
I'm
missing.
fully
so-
healed, but I had a thought.
Yeah, I will say a full rest would heal the soul stone to 100%.
Yeah. Which is pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
It would be helpful. But then it would be morning.
That is true.
I feel like I should strike while it's night.
That is entirely up to you.
Can I take like a medium rest?
A medium rest?
You know.
You know, I don't...
Because like if a full rest completely heals me and the short rest is like half a roll of my hit dice, could I do a medium rest?
I think a short rest is a medium rest. Because it's like longer than a power nap. So it's like if a long rest is 8 hours, a short rest is 4 hours.
Okay, but what if I
Pretty-
take 3 short?
If you take 3 short rests, that's 12 hours. It's morning.
Oh. You're right.
It's already midnight right now. So that would actually be noon. That'd be lunchtime.
Problematic. Oh god, I'm just trying to get myself able to pass through as many times as possible.
Because you need to... Is the plan to pass through everybody through the bars?
Well, the plan is to open the bars when I get there. I have
That's fair.
acid. I
That's
can
fair.
cut the lock open, but I need
That
to
is
get
fair.
in.
That is true. That is true.
Now I don't know how many barriers there will be to pass when I get in.
Yeah, you know
So,
that...
like,
You know
I
that...
could
Sorry.
I could make a couple 20% fixative vials, which would take me down to 1 hit point.
Well, yeah, if you're making mana vials and you're spending 20%, then it would only come out as a mana vial of...
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. Okay.
Technically, it's better to just make 2 10% fixative vials, but then I'd use both of them for 1 cast of pass-through.
That is fair.
Because, like, making two 10% vials is 2 hit points.
Mm-hmm.
Making 2 20% vials is 6.
Right.
So... Okay, this is very interesting and entertaining.
It's
This is-
math, the game.
Yeah.
That is pretty much what D&D is,
The
honestly.
soul stone's only at 30%.
35. 35. Actually,
35.
since it was half of a long rest, I'll give it 50% back. So we'll say that it's actually at 75%, not 35%.
Okay.
Because I rolled for it before, but it would have been smarter for me to just take the half. So
I
we'll
see.
call it at 75%.
Okay. 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 Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
Okay.
If I take another short rest, would it still be dark?
If you took another short rest, that would equate to one long rest, so it would be morning. I feel like I said that already.
Yeah, I'm gonna beat you up. So
Roll strength.
the fixative vials
Roll
are useless right now.
roll metacognition to see if you can
Okay.
you can be aware of the DM, and then roll strength to beat up the DM.
Poi-Poi's already aware of you. I have a potion of healing.
Mm-hmm.
No, I can already pass through a few times, I think. I'll be good. Because I do have the Soul Eater dagger. So I think I'll just take the resources that I got. Take advantage of the cover of night.
Mm-hmm.
Oh shit, I should have grabbed a hammer from the
From the
general
where?
goods store.
Oh. Yeah.
It's next door. I'll just go back and grab a hammer. I left the door unlocked.
We'll say you can find a hammer.
Okay,
Congratulations.
now I have a hammer and now I have a hammer and chisel.
You've got specifically. Let me actually hang on. Do you have a coin? Do you have a coin to flip? I don't have a coin.
I do have a coin to flip.
Can you flip a coin for me? Heads or tails?
It's yes or no.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Perfect.
No.
Okay. You find specifically a jeweler's hammer.
This is like a little tiny thing.
Yeah.
I'll take it.
Okay.
I feel like I already have one of those with the appraiser's tool.
I'm pretty sure you probably do. Yeah.
Then fuck no, I'm not taking that hammer actually.
You go inside like, let me think. Oh.
I already got one of those.
Just throw it behind you.
You know how many empty bottles I got? I don't need no hammer. Okay. Okay. I'm taking I'm taking the map that has the layout of the barracks.
Sounds good. Sounds good. When you take down the map, you see behind the map is inscribed another map, as well as several of these papers of printed internal documents from that doesn't feel right. Hang on, I need something more spooky for this. Does this one feel right? Maybe this one? Yes, this one. There we go. So, behind this, behind the map that you just pulled down, you find another map sort of carved into the wood of the wall. And on the map is sort of plastered these like different military documents and stuff like that. The map that's carved into the wall you would recognize as a map of the location surrounding Alanya. The documents plastered on the walls are military like command, sort of dialogue between a person by the name of that just has the moniker P, and another one that has the moniker H. Their dialogue concerning a future siege of Alanya over rumors of a greater soul stone at its core. Underneath those is a note. A note written to Poi-Poi.
Wait, what?
I will do my best to protect you. And if I am unable, I'm sorry. You can find me. If you get out before this happens, find me. And it has coordinates written down for, let me see. Coordinates written down of north of here. As far as you can tell, sort of north, what is that? Northeast? Northeast of here.
I take it.
You have a note from your mom.
I scan the sort of military plans in front of me one more time. I shove the note into my pocket. Later. Yeah.
Okay.
And I go for the barracks.
And as you walk to the barracks, your friends inside start hatching a plan of their own. Thank you for playing with me, May.
Yay!
Yay! Oh my goodness gracious.
Valentine might be a bad guy.
What makes you say that?
All of the external Alanians were plotting against my community.
Oh no. Sorry.
No?
I should specify. The military documents were military documents taken from Northwatch.
Oh, okay.
So
Got
not the external Alliance. I should have been more clear. Just, it is, we'll say like there's a heading at the top of the papers that say Northwatch. So these
So
are
then I'll just say
internal documents from Northwatch.
the kingdom plotted the attack on Alanya.
Yeah.
You
Isn't that fun? Isn't that fun?
coordinates. Okay.
Yeah. Coordinates to a
Yep.
place.
I'm gonna go break my party out like little thing I am.
You turned so laggy just then. On my side, I heard you say, "I'm gonna go break my party," like a little thing. I am
Creature.
the creature. Amazing. Well, I don't know exactly what you're planning, but I'm excited to see what your plan is.
Neither do I.
Well, you're just going in there.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness gracious. Well, we shall see what Poi-Poi's plan is. Well, for us, in the next session. For you guys, in the previous session.
Yay!
Isn't that fun? Isn't that fun? We love that. Caramba. Ay, caramba. All right.
Uh-oh.
Will the party escape? Will Poi-Poi figure out what's going on with his mom? Will Poi-Poi reconnect with his mom? Who knows? But you can find out next time on the New Heroes of Altiria, here on BoardFellows. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time. Bye, everybody. May is suffering right now. Bye, guys.